Good morning, Internet. This is Alex does Sudokus, and it is Friday the 18th of December 2020, and we are going to do today's New York Times Sudokus. Just a quick intro to say that if you're on YouTube and you want to see me do this live, I do this every day in the morning at 7:45 at GMT time. So if you're in the UK before work, feel free to check me out. But I know it's a very unusual time for people to watch streams. But maybe I'll do some other streams in the future. But please do check out my Twitch channel to see my schedule, and hopefully I'll see you guys there. So let us get on with today's Sudokus, starting with the easy as usual, just to act as a bit of a warm-up. So I can see a 1 there, can't see much more of the 1, but I can see a 4 and another 4 there, another 4, so the 4s are nice and tidy. 2s, can I do any 2s? 2, 2, 2. Yep, I've got another 2 2s. So 3s are locked in here and here. 3s are definitely very friendly. So can I do much with the 5s? Got pointed pair of 5s there, so that does leave me to all these 5s. Excellent. 6s are pointed there, that means that's a 6. Oh, hang on. Okay, so there's a 6 there, pointed 6, so this is a 6, this is a 6, so I think that should give me all the 6s. 7s, got a 7 there, 7 there, 7 and 7, so I'm purely just using the scanning technique where I scan the numbers on the grid and basically look at where they can't go, and subsequently deducing where they can go. So this is a technique I use a lot in normal Sudokus, and an easy puzzle is just a way of helping me speed it up, I suppose. So anyway, that was the easy Sudoku. Let's have a go at the medium puzzle today. Okay, so we are going to use pencil markings, and I'll be using the Snyder notation method to solve this puzzle, hopefully. So I've just scanned the 1s and I can't see anything. There are only 2 1s, so there's not a whole lot you can do with that. The 2s are not looking super friendly either, but I've got 2 2s locked in these cells, but otherwise I seem to be left with 3 or 4 candidates everywhere. So with Snyder notations, we're really focusing on any cages that only has 2 candidates, and we pencil mark them in basically, and hopefully they are pointed in a specific direction, and I'll talk about pointed in a second. But these 3s locks an actual 3 there, and now I've got 4 different 3s pointing in this cage, which means I have another 3 available. So if you've got 4 of the same numbers pointing in the same cage, or kind of like touching the same cage, and you definitely have a number available, because that means 2 columns and 2 rows are taken. So that means there's always a solution to the number, and I'm just left with the 3s being in these 4 cells basically, and I can move on. 4s are acting as a pointer pair here, so this 4 locks the 4s in these 2 cells. So when you've got 2 numbers, or sometimes 3, whilst I don't pencil mark in 3 typically, I still treat them as a pointed set, and pointed numbers basically are numbers that are lined up in a straight line within a cage, either on a row or a column. We're not interested in diagonals because there are no diagonal restrictions on Sudokus, but there are horizontal and vertical restrictions. So these 4s being in these 2 cells within this cage means there can't be any more 4s otherwise on this row, otherwise there's nowhere for the 4s to go in this cage, so we can eliminate this 4 basically. So these 4s eliminates those 3 cells, and I've got another 4 here eliminating this cell, giving me another pair of 4s. So that is how we use the pointed pairs and sometimes pointed triples. But after that I can't see anything else I can do with the 4, so I'm going to move on to the 5s. So the 5s are locked in these positions, so they're not lined up, so they're not a pointed pair. Another set of 5s that aren't doing anything. Another pair of 5s, again these are all angular, so they're not actually useful for us. And I think the sort of 5s I can pencil mark in. So moving on to 6s, these 2 6s forces a 6 in this cell, so this 6 and that 6 also locks the 6 in 2 different cells, so we can pencil mark them in. Down here in this cage, I've got these 2 6s and that 6 locking a 6 in a single position. So now these 2 6s lock the 6s up here as well. And this is the final cage that we have 6s, but we've got 3 possible candidates and we are going to leave it alone. Coming down to 7s, we've got a pair of 7s based on this single 7. We've only got 1 7s, 1 7 in the whole grid, so that's not ideal, but we can actually add some pencil markings, so that's useful. These pointed 7s, again they're lined up on a row, allows me to pencil mark in these 7s as well. So this single 7 I'm able to kind of pencil mark in 2 sets of 7s, but they're not any more meaningful interactions with the remaining cages. So again, I'm going to move on to the 8. So this 8 and that 8 locks the 8 in here, and this is where Snyder notations are going to start to work for us. We've just eliminated a 3, so that means there's only 1 3 candidate left within this cage, so it has to go here. And this 3 eliminates that 3, so we're just left with the final 3. So all the 3s are now done, as indicated by the number being grayed out on New York Times. And to celebrate, I'm just going to blow my nose. 1 second. And I'm back. So with the 3 done, we are going to go back to the 8 for a second. So now these 2 8s forms a pair of 8s in this cage, and I think that may be all. Oh, hold on, we have another pair of 8s there with this 8 and that 8, and that forces the 8 to be on this row as well, but we've got 3 candidates, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. And we've got another 3 candidates for 8s, so not super useful. So I'm going to move on to the 9s. We've got 2 9s, but that leaves me 3 possible candidates. So can I do more with the 9s? Oh yes, we've got another pair of 9s there, so actually there's a 9 locked in this cell, and that's powerful because that eliminates the two of the 3 remaining cells in this cage, leaving me on with another 9. So that locks another pair of 9s up there. Does this 9 do anything for us? It locks a pair of 9s up here because row 1 and row 3 are taken, and column 6 is now taken as well, so we know where the 9s go. And also this 9 and that 9 actually locks a 9 there as well, so that unlocks a 4 for us. Before I move on, I felt like I was going to have a sneeze, but managed to rescue it last minute. These 2 9s now locks the final 9s in these 2 cells, so all the 9s are now pencil marked in, and they are in these 4 possible positions. This 9 also erases that 9, that's why I missed out. So yeah, all the 9s are now pencil marked in or actually placed. Before we move on, I do want to look back at the 4, because the 4 is now locked in this cell with this 4 and that 4. So that 4 just erased a 5, so the 5 has to go in this cell, and by placing it I've just erased a 2, so the 2 has to go here. And now in this cage there's only a single number left, and it has to be a 7. So there's a lot that we've done in this cage, and there's a lot to be investigated. So I'm just going to start by pencil marking the 7s up here, because that was the last number I was looking at. With the 7s, looking in that direction, I've got 7s locked in these positions as well, so that is useful. And in this cage, I've only got 1s and 7s, so that further locks a 1 down here, because I've got 1 here, pointed pair of 1s, and a 1 down there. So that locks a 1, which unlocks the 8. And does this 8 do anything for us? It unlocks a pair of 8s there, because this 8 and that 8, and nothing else. Okay, so we can definitely do more. Sorry, my nose is a bit blocked up. The next thing I want to look at is are the weak areas. So weak areas are kind of defined by any dimensions that where there aren't many more cells at play. So one thing that's important here is we've got a 1 and 7 in the same 2 cells, and when you've got 2 numbers in the same 2 cells, they're called a matching pair, I think. A matching pairs basically means no other numbers can go in there, because if you place any other numbers in this cell, suddenly we can't place the 1 and 7 anymore. But more importantly, in this cage, we can't put any more numbers in here anyway, because those are only 2 remaining cells. That means whatever numbers are remaining on the row have to go in these 2 cells, and they are 2 and 4. Unfortunately, in this case, if we look up on the columns, we haven't got any 2s or 4s, so we can't actually deduce where the 2 and the 4 lives at the moment, unless I have a quick scan of the 2s. No, I do have a pair of 2s and a pair of 2s there as a result, but that's not enough. However, that is interesting because that unlocked a 2-7 pair. But before I move on to there, just going to pencil mark in the 2s and 4s. So now in this cage, the cage is also a dimension. I've got a matching pair of 2s and 4s as well, so this is the remaining 2 cells that are playable, but that's the same thing applied on the row as well. There are only 2 cells left, and they are 7s and 5s, so also can't be deduced just yet at a glance. So before we tackle it, I'm just going to blow my nose again, because I do tend to get the sniffles in the mornings, so 1 second please. Good morning, Jews. How are you? You've caught me just as I was muting myself. You're up late. I thought you were going to be sleeping more normal patterns now that you've come back for Christmas. Okay, so what was I going to look at earlier? Yes, there's a 2-7 pair here. So, hi Elaine, how are you? You're both staying up late as usual. By the way, sorry I didn't get in touch yesterday about Borderlands 2, but I ended up not being able to play it last night because I had a friend kind of popping by, and we ended up doing a FaceTime last night, so I wasn't able to get off my computer or get off my iPad, and my wife ended up taking advantage of my computer being free and played a bit of Sims. I have been today, but I was already up almost this late anyway. You guys are naughty. Yeah, what normal patterns? What are normal patterns? So the 2s and 7s are locked in the same 2 cells within this cage, and we know they are in these 2 cells because we're only pencil marking in 2 candidates at a time. So this is kind of possibly why Snyder notations are quite powerful, because you naturally pencil mark things in pairs, or in my case I pencil mark in the triples as well where I find them. So that's why I know that these are 2s and 7s, and by the logic of the matching pairs, you can't have any more numbers in either of these 2 cells, because that will force the 2 and 7 to be in the same cell, which is not possible. So with that in mind, the 5 is now pushed out. So that's a way of looking at it. When you have a matching pair, that pushes any other numbers out of those cells. I played some with Jews. I was going to apologise to you. Play some with me. We'll play separate games while on the call. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. Okay, so now we have a 5. With the 5 pushed out, there's only one place left for the 5 to go in this cage, and it has to be here. And now there's only one place the 9 can go, which is here. And finally, the 4 has to go there. So there's only one cell left in this cage that's playable, and it's a 1. So that gives me another matching pairs here, which are 5s and 7s. So this is interesting. So this doesn't come up very often on medium puzzles, but it is definitely useful, typically more useful on hard Sudokus. So you observe that these 7s and 5s are all the only possible candidates in these cells. And we actually have the 5s and 7s lined up on the same column. And that is powerful because since 5 and 7s are the only possible numbers in these two individual cells, again, they are a matching pair because the 5s has to go in one of these two cells and 7 has to go in one of these two cells, because if this is a 5, then these two cells are 7 and that's where the other 5 goes. And if this cell is a 7, they have to go here and the 5s would have to go there. What that means is on this column there can't be any 7s or 5s anymore, and we can spy a 5 up here. So we can actually eliminate this 5. Now the important thing to catch is if you're just doing your normal pencil markings and you spot this pattern on a column or on a row across multiple cages, it doesn't automatically mean it's a matching pair. This only works if these two cells are already restricted to just those two numbers, and that is the case for us. So it has to be a naked 5 and 7. Naked meaning there can't be any other numbers other than the 5 or the 7. So these two cells are both naked 5-7 pairs. So that's the only reason I can eliminate that 5 up top. And with that, I can now place another 5. And this 5 happens to point back at a 5-7 pair. So I can actually place a 7 here, 5 there, and a 7 there. So this kind of pattern actually unlocked itself as a result, which is really clever. Always like that. Okay, so now that we've got the 7 placed, we have locked another 7 up here because the 7s on column 7 and 9s are restricted. So this is another 7, and this 7 unlocks the 7 in this cell, and I think that leaves me a pair of 7s in these two cells, which doesn't do anything for us on the columns, unfortunately. But if there are any other patterns, I'll be sure to mention that. Anyway, so in this case, we're left with a triple. But one thing that's interesting is also on this column, we're left with a pair. There are only 2 cells left on this column, and they have to be 2s and 4s. I can tell from the pencil marking here. So we've got a 4 overseeing one of the 2 cells. So if I'm looking for 2s and 4s, and 4 can't go in here, I can now place the 2 and the 4, which unlocks this 2 as well. So this can't be 2 anymore, and I've got the 2s locked down, and now the 4s are locked down in these 2 cells as well, acting as a 4-6 matching pair. So again, we've got a matching pair. That means the remaining number in this cage and column have to go in these 2 cells, and they're both 8 in this instance. Getting a bit bumped up again, so just going to blow my nose again. And I'm back. Quite sniffly day today. So now in the cage and a column, we've only got a single number left, and it has to be a 1. So that means I've got 1s locked in these 2 cells and 5s locked in these 2 cells as well. 1 and 5 pointing into that cell, and I've got a 1, 5, 8 triple here. So this has to be an 8 now because I've effectively got a 1, 5 pair, but also 5 has to go here anyway because the 5 can't go in this cell. So 1, 5 and 8 are resolved up here. Can we resolve anything else? I'm sure we can. We know the 4. Oh, actually, yeah. On the column, we've only got a single cell left. So it has to be the 2. And with the 2 placed, can I place the final 2? No, I can't. They can be in these 2 cells because of these 2s. Oh, pardon me. Got the hiccups. Okay, anything else I can do? What am I missing here? 4, 6, 8, and... Oh yeah, this is a matching pair. On the column, we've only got 2 cells left. and they are 4, 4s and 8s. So these are 4s and 8s, these must be 1s and 6s. And that means the 1 has to go here, and the 6 goes there. So the 6 in place, we can place the 4 and 6 over there, because the 6 had to be eliminated. And now that we know the 4 goes there, that means the 4 and 8 are now resolved. And that leaves me another 8 here, because of these two 8s and these two 8s. So 2 rows, 2 columns taken, 8 has to go there. Now, can we do more than that? We've got a pair of 1s. These are now 2s and... what are they? 2s and 6s. And I've got a 6 there. So 6 has to go here, 2 has to go there. And that 2 breaks the 2-7 pair. And the 7 breaks the 7-1 pair. And the 1 forces the 1 in here. And the 9... oh, hang on. No, is it the other way around? Oh, oh no, the 9 can't go there anyway. Uh-oh. Have I broken the puzzle? I've broken the puzzle. How have I done that? Whoops. Oh dear. I don't know at what point I did this, but I must have made a mistake somewhere. So, and I have no idea when I've made it. So, I think I placed these numbers earlier. Let's get rid of these for a second. So at the moment, 1 and 9, oops, 1s and 9s have to go there. There's no question that 9, as long as these are correct. But the 1 doesn't go anywhere now, so what have I done? Oh dear. Oh dear, so it was this cage that I messed up on. Oh, I think I know what I did. I just assumed that the 9... yeah, I made a wrong deduction there at some point. So the 5s can go in these 2 cells. I'm not too sure what happened there, so apologies, but I've completely botched up the puzzle. So yeah, learn from a mistake. Don't do what I may have done at some point. And unfortunately, there are no undos on New York Times, so I can't actually go back to fix it. So I'm just going to quickly scan the board to try and get back to a sensible position. Hi, Kelly Fries. So these are locked down as 1s and 6s, so these are still correct. That means the 1 has to go there, 9 has to go there. So, oh, I feel terrible. 4s and 8s, so now 8 has to go there. So yeah, I just somehow botched up this triple at some point, and I'm not sure what happened. Guess a bit of a lapse in concentration led me to the mistake. So these are 7s and 5s, and they have to go there because of the 5 overseeing that cell. And yeah, not happy with this. Not happy with this at all. So I'm just going to finish up 4, 9, 5, and that means these are 6s and 2s. So yeah, that's really bad. I don't know how I did such a long and chilled explanation and still ended up making mistakes. So as you can see, I am not a particularly good Sudoku player, unfortunately. So let's tackle the hard Sudoku and hoping that we're not going to make any mistakes. Okay, so we can see a matching pair, not matching, but a pointer pair of 1s there. So I can see 5s over here. 3 is locked in this cell, 3 is there, matching pair of 3s over there. So how are we doing? 4, 4, 4. So I'm jumping around a little bit because I'm just trying to do the thing where you just scan the puzzle and get things, basically. So I don't know. I think good is subjective. I think consistency is important, and yeah, we are good in different ways, I think. Okay, so kind of lost track of how I'm scanning this, so I'm just gonna go back to normal scanning from 1 to 9 after seeing the few things that I spotted. Actually, you can spot the 6s going over there as well, so the 6 locks over there, and can't see any more 6s. So what are these? These are 1, 6 and 1, 6 and 8. Okay, so I'm just going to pencil mark them in. 1, 6 and 8. Okay, yeah, let's scan it properly. Although this 5, 7, 9, I wonder if that does anything for us. 9 and 9. 5, 7 and 9. 5s. Doesn't look like it, so okay, let's go back to actual normal scanning. So focus on the 1s. Okay, focus on the 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3s. 3, 3, 3. Yep, 3s all pencil marked in. 4s. 4s are not super friendly. 5s. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 6. 6 is locked in there. Pointer pair 6s. 7s. 7s and 4s are kind of in the same positions. Is that actually useful? Can we lock down a 2 as well? Because if we can, we'll have a 2, 4, 7 triple, but we can't unless we can lock the 2s down in these 2 cells. So let's carry on. 7, 7, 7, 7. Although 7s and 9s are locked in these cells, that could potentially be useful. Actually, I can see a pair of 8s there now. Ooh, anything there? Nope. Have I definitely finished the 7s? Yes, I have. So 8. Oh, 8s are also locked in these cells. That means the 8s have to be there because the 8s are locked in columns 7 and 9. So they have to be on column 8 somewhere, and it has to be there. And what's interesting is 8s can only go in rows 7 and 8 in these 2 cages as well. So we just unlocked an 8 for ourselves. Okay, what about 9s? 9, 9, 9. I don't know if that opens up a triple for us as well by doing that. So we're going to investigate in a bit. But okay, that's all I can do. So this 8, does that open any doors for us? 1, 2, 3, 4. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so nothing special happening as a result. Okay, so that's one scan done. And have we got any weak areas that we can attack, or even just patterns to look at? So what we like to do is to look for triples. No, it doesn't look like we have any triples, that hidden triples that we can use. So let's look at the weak areas first, which are any dimensions with, it looks like we haven't got any triples, but I can definitely see some quadruples. So let's focus on them first. So 2, 1, 6, and 4. So 2 and 4 can't go there. I've got 1 and 6, and that's useful. If this is a 1 or 6, because it can't be 2 or 4, that means I've got 1, 6, 8 triple. That means this can't be an 8 anymore. Oops. So the 8 has to go there. And that cleans up the 8s a little bit. So 1, 6, 8 triples. So that leaves me a 5, 9, 5, 9, and 7 triple. Yeah, 5, 7, 9 are remaining. So can we do anything with that? I don't think we can. That's disappointing. Okay, let's look at other weak areas. So we've got 2, 4. 4s can't go in these 2 cells. 2, 4, 7, and 9. Oh, 4, 7, and 9 sees this cell. I'm looking for 2, 4, 7, and 9 on this column. And I've got 4, 7, and 9 there. So this must be a 2. So that being a 2, we've got another pair of 2s over here. And that leaves me 4, 7, and 9. We've got 9 there, 4 there, but no 7s. So let's move on in that case. This is now a triple as well. So what are these? These are 1, 3, 5, and 6. 1, 3, 5, and 6. I've got 3 and 5 there. So this is a 1 and 6. Have I got any other 1 and 6s? 6 can't go there. 1, 3, 5, and 6. No, it doesn't look like we can do anything else with that. So let's move on. Have we got any more weak areas? We've got one here, and this one is 4, 8, 6, and 4, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. So 6 and 8 oversees these two cells. Got a 6 here. I have no 7s. I've got a single 4. So I don't think we can do anything with this either. I'm just going to blow my nose. Pardon me. Okay, so anything interesting happening? Any other quadruples on the... we looked at this row, didn't we? Okay, so we've exhausted all the weak numbers. I think we need to tap into something else potentially. Let's start by doing the really cool scan with well, we have a matching, not matching, but well, looking for matching pairs basically. So for instance, the 1s and 9s. I know 1 and 9 can't go there, but yeah, there are too many possibilities otherwise. And I've got a lot of places where the 1s and 9s can go in this direction as well. What about the 1 and 6? Can't go there. Can go in a lot of places down here. Horizontally, okay, so that's not useful. So maybe it's worth just having a second scan, since I think we placed a few numbers, so maybe there's something to be said. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3s. I think 3s are pencil marked in. 4s. 4s are quite weak, admittedly, but not weak enough to give me something. I've got 4s and 2s locked in these cells, but I don't have a third numbered. Oh, hang on. Yes, I do. There's 7. 2, 4, and 7. So, oh, now that I've got 2 there, I have locked down the 2, 4, 7 in these 3 cells, because on the row and the column, I've got 2, 4, and 7. So 4s and 7s are now locked in there. So this will hopefully be useful. But it turns out I can't. Oh yes, I can see a pointer pair of 8s there, because of a single 8, and that means the 8s are also locked in these cells as well. Anything else? Oh, I need to pop to the loo. I need a toilet break. This is not a good time for it, because it will drag on the puzzle a little bit longer. I'll see how I feel. If I can find some quick deductions, then maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll run to the loo. What am I missing here? 1, 3, 8. What about 5s? Can I do anything with the 5s? 5s are locked in those cells. 1, 3, 5, 6. What about 6s? I can't see. Oh, hang on. 6s are locked on rows 4 and something else. So 6s will have to go in these cells. So, okay, I can't wait. I need to run to the loo. So be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so where were we? I think we were looking in this cage and we couldn't actually find any additional resolutions. So, yeah, I think we should continue scanning because I think I was scanning the 2s, 4s and 7s. So 2s, 4. I must have been scanning the 4s in that case. So can we do anything else with the 4s? 4s, 4, 4, 4, 4. Doesn't look like we have any more 4s. So 5s are still not really restricted too much. They're locked in no cells. There are lots of triples going on here, but that's not really useful for us. 6s. 6s are not. Oh, hang on. Yes, we can place a 6 here because the 6s are locked on columns 7 and 9, so they have to be in these two cells. So I don't know why I didn't spot that earlier, because yeah, the 6 definitely has to go there, and that's really powerful because this 6 locks a pair of 6s here, and again I've got 6s locked in columns 1 and 3, but more importantly it's an X-wing, so that means the 6 can only go in this cell. So this is really cool because the 6s are locked. The way we deduce this 6 is the fact that the 6s can't go in rows, columns 1 and 3, and it also can't go in rows 4 and 6 because of the way the other 6s are located. So that's a really interesting way of deducing a 6, and that 6 just gave us a 3, which gives us another 3 down here. So that's sort of 3's done. Yeah, that's really cool. I enjoy that. So now I've got 1, 5, 8 triple in this cage, but the 5s have to go in these two cells because the 5 there, so that must be a 1. So that leaves me a single number here, which must be a 5. Yep. Also, the 5 and 8 can be resolved anyway, so there they go. And now I've got an 8 resolved here. And there probably are more that I can do as well. So can this 8 give us anything else? Oh, maybe not. 5s, 3s, 1s. What about the 1s? Yes, the 1s, oops. 1s are now locked in these two cells. I've got 1 8 pair. So the 6s have now collapsed. And a point at 1s unlocks this one and unlocks the 9. So suddenly the puzzle is collapsing very quickly. So 9s. So it looks like I was actually on the fringe of the discovery, but I just couldn't hold on any longer. So kind of ashamed I couldn't do this quicker as a result. I should have paused this as well, but I'm not really that bothered about my time in this game, really, admittedly, on Sudokus. So the 1 8 pair tells me that this has to be a 2. So that forces a 2 in this cell as well. So have we solved all the 2s? No, we haven't. We've got 2s there. 2s are now locked in these 2 cells and these 3 cells. So this is a 4 7 pair. Doesn't look like we can restrict the 4s and 7s yet. 4s and 7s are still both being quite stubborn, even though they act as a pointed triple, which, not pointed triple, they acted as a triple that unlocked the puzzle for us. So I can't complain too much, really. So these are 4, 7 and 5. So 5s have to be in these 2 cells. Maybe there's some sort of restrictions here. 5s. Yes, the 5s can't go in these 2 cells because of these 2 5s. Therefore the 5 has to go here, 7 and 9. 5 had to go there because the 5s are locked in the top 2 rows in these 2 cages, basically. Another way of looking at it. 5 can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. Therefore we had to go here, which unlocked the 7 and 9s for us. So oops. So now we can play some 7s and some 9s. Oops. So 7 and 9s are actually a matching pair down here now. So that unlocks another 5, which unlocks the 2 and the 6. And that 6 breaks the 1 6 pair. And that leaves me a 4, not 4 7, is 1 and 4, so 1 has to go here, 4 has to go there because of the 1s pointing into that cell. So that breaks the 1-8 pair, which means 8 has to go there because these 8. Therefore that has to be a 4 now. So I've got 4s locked in these 2 cells. Anything else I can do with the 4s? Well, annoyingly, no. Let's look at the 1s instead. Okay, so 1 and 4 are a pair anyway. This is a 7-9 pair. 1s are also locked in these cells, so no resolution there. 5s are now, oops, only locked in these 2 cells. What else do we want to look at? Maybe the 9s? Probably not, no. 2s. The 2 is now locked in this cell because the 1 and 4 are restricted, and these 2s lock them here, so that just unlocks another 2 for us. Does that help us? So that gives me a 1-4-7 triple here. Still not resolvable, but I suppose I've got 7 and 9s locked in these 2 cells, so might as well pencil mark them in. Can I restrict the 7 anywhere at all? No. Craziness. So 4, 7 and 9. So there has to be a 4 and 7 as well, which means this must be a 6. So on this column I've got 4, 7 and 9s left, and I've got 9 there, so this is a 4, 7, which is forming a matching pair. So that's how I deduced this 6. And in fact that was the last place the 6 could go anyway, because wherever the other 6 was, it couldn't go there anyway, so because I've got all the other 6s. So that's just a bit of a sloppy pencil marking cleanup, really. So, also I don't like the word sloppy. Sloppy is not a nice word, is it? These are 5s and 7s. Hang on, this can't be a 9 because of that 9. So that unlocks another 9 and 7. So that breaks the 7-9 pair there as well. So now that we've got a 7, we've got pointer pair 7s there, so this 4 and 7 are resolved, which resolves this 4 and 7, which in turn resolves 7, 1 and 4. So this can't be 1 or a 4, so it must be the 5, and this has to be a 4 and 1 and 4 because of the 1 there. So finally we've got a 5 and a 7, and that's today's New York Times hard Sudoku. So just going to timestamp for the mini crosswords. This is a time for you guys to wake up in chat and help me, or just keep an eye on me. Okay, so crosswords time. Substance legalized in 4 more states following the 2020 election. I was trying to think of if it's cannabis, but I don't think it is it? New Jersey, Arizona, is that San Diego, SD, and MT, mountains? Okay, so that's not useful. Doofuses, fantasy football deal. Building material that wasn't huff and puff proof, so it's either wood or straw, but since it's a material, I'm guessing there's no S's, so I'm going to go for straw, where the bat signal is shown in the sky, I guess, technically in the clouds, because if you just shine it in the sky on a clear night, bat signal just wouldn't work very well. Harbour cities. Oh, harbour cities. I guess ports. I grew up in a harbour city in Hong Kong, which is quite unique in its formation thanks to the island being quite close to a peninsula, and it creates quite a nice little, yeah, there were plenty of coastlines for the ports. Arkansas something mountains. Imminent deadline. I would have thought I would know this one, considering I've worked in an office for over 10 years, but I don't. First K-pop group with Billboard #1 hit. Is this Psy? But it's a group, so it can't be. Psy is a solo artist, isn't he? Yeah, Psy is PSY, so suffix with a fret. That will be so. Okay, so substance. Oh, is it pot? Doofuses. Goofs? Fantasy football deal. I was going to say, is this trade? So, I guess this is today. And let's get rid of. Okay. So, I'm guessing this is Ozark because that's a TV show. So, what the hell is this then? Doofuses or. Okay, it's not Zuzus. Anyone know the K-pop groups or dudes? No. Doofuses. What else do you call doofuses? God damn it. How do you guys know more about K-pop than... Oh, I suppose you're younger, so... Yeah, I'm too old for K-pop. Then my wife, when I first met her, my wife was into K-pop, so... Okay, just give it to me. Give it to me. What is this? What is this infamous K-pop group? With a Billboard 100, Billboard #1. I suppose... I mean, I don't listen to music anyway, so... You also know doofuses. BTS. Oh, bozos. How did I should have just counted the letters, because I probably would have figured bozo as well. Ah, that was silly of me. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the archived mini crossword. By the way, Juice, we managed to solve the was it a Tuesday crossword without you? So with curly fries and Elaine's help. So you weren't there, man. You weren't there. Okay, I just need to blow my nose quickly. Okay, drink in large clubs. What? Like puppy videos. Cute? Jedi's power with the... Guessing is... Oh, I should have like been silly and put a different number in, shouldn't I? Sorry, not number, different word. I still got Sudoku on my mind. So, Reagan's vice president. So I know that he. Oh no, it's Ronald Reagan. I was thinking about Nixon. So, Itty Bitty, protagonist of the Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm sorry, I'm not well read enough to know this one. German food puns are the... Okay, I'm gonna guess worse, but with a U, because isn't worst a word? Isn't it something up to do with hot dogs or something like that? Like poison ivy rashes. Itchy. Well golly. Oh, well golly. No idea. Organisation headquarters in the J. Edgar Hoover building. I'm guessing FBI? Oh, does that mean Reagan's vice president was Bush? So, drinking last... this is Swig, isn't it? So, like puppy... Yeah, it is cute, isn't it? Yay! So, this is Scout. Oh, okay. And G, well golly G. Ah, okay. So, I did one on my own. In under 2 minutes. I'm very proud of that. That's really good for me. And I think that's all the... Yeah, that's everything we can do now. So, I'm not interested in spelling bee because I'm bad at this. So, you have to use the middle letter. And somehow. So, it's got a Y in it. How am I going to do that? Oh, hang on. No, I can't use this one, can I? No. So what are the rules? Help. 4 letters at 1 point. Each puzzle includes at least 1 pengram, which... Oh, so that's just using all the letters. Must be at least 4 letters. must include the center letter. Oh my god, look at you. Notably. Holy crap, you got the what is it? No, we need 4 letters or more, so Boaty? Boatley? No. Wow, I'm really struggling to read this one. The L is really throwing me off. But that's amazing you got that straight away though. I literally can't see any other words. I'm so bad at this. And this is why I don't play this. Bloaty? How is that not a word? Bloating must be a word. Blotty. No. Tony. Oh, Tony counts. How amazing. Can I use the same... Oh! You can use the same letter twice. So that's probably going to be really useful. But then no... Oh, there is a vowel. So I guess yo-yo would be another one. Oh, yo-yo is not bony. Yep, that's good. It needs to contain the Y as well. So maybe... Can we do trolley? No, we can't. Totally. That's like totally awesome. Yaw. Nope, doesn't count. Tally. There we go. I've got one. I've got one. Bolty. Oh, hang on. No, that's not how you spell Bolty, is it? Ooh, that's a really good one. Loyal. And loyally. And loyalty as well. Loyally. Oh, you can't play anymore without subscribing, so that sucks. So yeah, you have to subscribe to play more. What a load of chip. That's another reason not to play it. So, and Towers is boring. Yeah, unless we want to tackle a Thursday crossword. Should we embarrass ourselves? Oh my god. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm going to get away from this before we get sucked in. So I'm going to call it a day here because, yeah, I think I'm going to play some Hades instead because I'm sorry, but that just... Hold on. You seem to be feeling really confident, Curly. So Curly Fry. So fine, we will give it a go. We'll give it a go, but we're going to give up. We're going to give ourselves 20 minutes because it'll be 9 o'clock. Be right back though. I'm just going to make sure my wife is up for work. Yeah, she wasn't awake. So, okay, so let's do this. Bearded. Maybe manly. In something. In a rush. Where to go in... Hold on, what was the clue? Yeah, in something quickly. So 4 down is I. How are you looking downwards already? Bearer of cones. That reminds me of Parks and Recreations. Where to go in Greenwich. Are we giving hints from the start? That's a good point actually. Give me a tiny bit of chance to have a go. Maybe don't give me the words immediately. It may be tragic. No idea. They start in the middle. These are too cryptic. Keeper of confidential information. So I'm going to come back to that later. Noodle. It's not ramen. Sneaking. Spy? No. Wrongs. Last King Edward of England. Is that King Edward VIII? Maybe that's what he's looking for. No idea what that is. Oh, terra addio. Like a keeper of confidential information, so it's the same clue multiple times again. Title role for Valentino. Majesty. Her Majesty. Fruit used in English jelly. Surely I can guess this. We tend to have strawberry jelly. When you say jelly, are you talking about the jam that we use, or is it actually jelly? Cherry. I don't know actually. Slippery one. Subject of Exodus. Oh, for God's sake. Can't fool me. Bad faith. So it's the opposite of bona fides. Cause of a scare. Daisy-like flower. Oh my God. Leeway. Unoccupied. Free? But it's past tense, so scammer's skill. Lying? Nope. Certain qualifications. Jin's home in a popular tale. That's the lamp. Hopefully that's one. Bring out. Buck for a song. Isn't that like a saying? Buck for a song. Because I'm sure that was in one of the crosswords. Another slippery one. Harnesses. Harnesses, I'm guessing in this case, is a verb, as in like harnessing the power of the sun. Like, that's where I got the sun from. Like the sun. Bright? No. Davy Jones' locker with the. Is it the sea? Listing the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Yes, that's Spider-Man 2, isn't it? Did you hear the news that they are Spider-Man 3, Marvel Spider-Man 3 is going to have all the previous Spider-Mans, so they're doing some sort of like multi-dimensional thing, multiverse thing, I think. Listing in a high school yearbook. Is it name? I don't know. And that could be NBC. Something to pick. Yeah, they've got Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2, and what's his face, Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2, so that'll be good. Part of many a drink order. So I'm starting to think NBC is not right. So, inverse trigonometry function. Enough. I've had it. I had it. No, that doesn't really work. Or that's it. No. But I think that's it. It's something it. If it's anywhere near as good as the other MCU Spider-Man movies and Spider-Verse, I'm going to enjoy it. You see, the other Spider-Man movies, I quite enjoyed the first one, admittedly. The scope was quite small and that was good, but are they getting any of the Amazing series villains? Yeah, they've got the Electro, it's from the Amazing Spider-Man. That's Jamie Foxx. I nearly said Jamie Lee Curtis. Parts of this famous subtep, so 9 of something. Alter in a way. Change, tweak, I don't know. With French, one of 2 official languages of Chad. Porsche alternatives. Day of Destiny. Something's classification, they may be thrown. Poetic coda. Most prized often gets 2. Another part of famous subtablet. Stack of papers. I will never. Yippee. Lift up. Singer-songwriter Leonard. Sophomores. Rest stop site. Wear away as a metallic surface. Factor in wine rating. Bad feeling. Tranquil. Zen-like. Hard case. Ingredients. Out of tune. Me? Alex? Alexia? Bearish. Legislature. Icelandic volume. What? Icelandic volume? Is that to do with the icebergs? Confident. Confidant. Homer Private Ryan's in Saving Private Ryan. I don't know. Ohio? First side to vote. Isles? No. Spicy chocolate sauce. Big brand in athletic footwear. That's Puma. Rocky Peak. Course of tripping. Well, that's it. That's all I can do. Bearded. Starts with an E, so come on, hit me with your answers. Although actually, before I do, just want to check. Wow, you've completely failed me. It wasn't I. So, but I got King Henry, Edward VIII, so it's not Zen-like. I did get Lamb, Puma, and C, so I'm actually the best. I'm the best so far, only because I didn't give you guys a chance to give me any hints or answers. So, shall we try some more? Yeah, I guess I can stay. I'm allowed. CBS, okay. So part of many a drink order, maybe a shot? Listing in high school yearbook. Club? Come on. Okay, so not shot. Nine. It's not. I did put in a rush and it didn't. It was saying it's not right. So that's what I had, but it's not right. In a free stir. Part of many a drink order. Shaken, not stir. Nope. Something to pick. 14. Where to go in Greenwich? No, I don't think it's damn. Noodle. Bone. Pick bone. Oh wow. I don't understand how that's bone, but it is right. So noodle. I thought I know my noodles, but clearly not. So what's the LO something? A bone to pick. Oh, okay. That's such a weird saying, a bone to pick. Doesn't really make sense to me. I'm not liking this. This is too much. Hard case could be something like a difficult murder to solve. First side to vote. Spicy chocolate sauce. What the hell? Mole. For spicy... Oh, 50... Yeah. Mole. Did not know that's a thing. So slippery one, something LM. I can only think of L being able to fit in there. A-E-I-O-U. Mole. Yeah, it is an L, but so is this out? First I to vote. Hold on. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y. Oh, it's eyes. Eyes. Yeah, it's eyes and nays, isn't it? So, okay, so 61 down. Rocky Peak. Alp. Let's give that a try. Alas, it is not. Just a guess. So that was incorrect. But I got an I out of it. Legislator. Legislature. So it's not the person doing the legislations. Guys, I think this is way too hard. Oh, LSD, because of cause of tripping. Oh, that is a really clever one. LSD, so cause for tripping, 62 down. By the way, hi Subties, how are you? LSD, so not the conventional kind of tripping. So now, is this a past tense, like the sun? Buckford's song. Hope you are well, and thank you for the correct answer straight away, just like straight in. I know this one. Arabic. Ooh, that's a good call. Arabic. I don't know where Chad is, but yeah. Hello, hello, Subties. Subties. I don't know. How do you want to be called? Subties or Subtees? I never know. I always call you Subties. I remember going to Canada to visit a friend, and I pronounce the name of the place with an I, as in an I as an I rather than an I as an it. So that was it confused the person who was going to organise my transport. It starts in the middle. What starts in the middle? Cool. I shall continue calling. Oh, undercover agent. That is very good. I don't know how you got. Oh, hang on. Undercover agent. Very good. I don't know how you managed to fit all those letters in. That is really impressive. Curly fries. Oh, is this soda? So so is this bean noodles? And that could be, I don't know. I was thinking about bean earlier when I've got BE, but I just kind of thought, is bean noodles a thing? So, bearer of cones ends with an R. I can't think of cones without thinking of the cones of Dunshire from Parks and Recreations. Inverse trigonometry function. Enough. I got it. Maybe? No. Stop. Oh, stop it. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, it's still not right. What the hell? What can it be? Enough. Cool it. Ta-ta! Do you know what that means, Juice? It means I'm better than you. It means I'm a better person than you. I'm not really. You're lovely. You're amazing. You're way better at this than I am. But I get lucky sometimes. That's what it really means. Sneaking. It's not pry. What the hell is it then? Sly. Oh, I didn't know sly can be a way of saying sneaking. So you both got it, so that's the important thing. So we'll slide in place. Inverse trick. See, I thought this is something signed, but I thought it will have to end in an E. But let's just check. But I can't remember the inverse trigonometry functions. I used to be good at trigonometry. I used to like it because they're just basically puzzles. They're just logic puzzles. You have to work out the dimensions. Here are some formulas. Here are 3 different formulas for you. Work out the angle or the length of this side in this weird shape that we just put together for you. And you're just like, ooh, that's interesting. And then the ones that you can't do afterwards, they show you the solution. And it's like, oh my god, that's so clever how you do it. Jaguars. Yes, I should know this one. Jaguars, because that used to be a UK manufacturer. Not that I ever really knew much about cars. Part of a famous subtype. Altered in a way. It may be tragic. Bearded. In a jiffy. No. In something. Quickly. I feel like it's on the... Oh, in a GIF. Of course. Yeah. I was so focused on Jiffy that I didn't actually... Oh, what's that? So those are trigonometry terms. Second, second and cotangent, I think. They start in the middle. What have we got here? They may be thrown. That's not frisbees. Fits. 13 down fits. Oh, throw a fit. Very good. I don't know what numismatist. I don't know what they are. So, Day of Destiny. Font. Okay, let's give it a try. Nope, not a font, unfortunately. Not function either. So, Day of Destiny with an I. I want to put butts in here, but I don't think I should. Keep up confidential information. Why do I want to put crown at the end of this? Abuses. Oh, okay. That's a good one. So most prized it. Often. Rare something? I don't know. Can we get any more out of this then? Arc sign. Ooh. It is indeed. I did not know what. Don't think I've ever heard of that. I only ever did like basic trigonometry, but arc sign. That's quite cool. I didn't know about that. I guess I never got to inverse trigonometry, so that's a shame. Because I think I would have really liked it. It may be tragic. Bearded. Still don't know any of those. But I want to put crown in there for some reason, but I don't think it's right. No. Because I was thinking about like Her Majesty, the crown service or whatever. So body for 38. Factor in a wine body. The body of the wine, okay. Yes, it is. I mean, wine tasting has been scientifically or statistically proven to be nonsense anyway, nonsensical, because like even wine experts can't kind of like qualify or quantify whether it's a good wine or a bad wine. So they actually did tests on them, and they can't tell the difference between an expensive bottle of wine and a cheap bottle of wine. And I think wine is just such a subjective thing. Just like, let people drink what they like. You know, you may like certain wine. So, Hebrews. Oh, okay. Hebrews. Oh, alas, not. Whereas I think with things like whiskey, I know there's a guy who, I think he's a Scottish guy, but he's his nickname is the Nose, and he's got his nose insured. So if anything happens, he gets like £1 million or something like that in insurance for his nose, because he can basically nose whiskies, Scotch whiskey and stuff like that, and kind of tell you kind of like what ingredient they have. So 43 across. I did think boo as well. I did think that, but I thought that's too obvious. But I guess it is right. So damn it. I was going to put that. Maybe I should have put that earlier. But yeah, the nose. He's a really interesting character as well. He's quite funny. Oh, it could be His Majesty, because I did put her and it didn't work. So yeah, His Majesty. I guess with us in the UK, we always think Her Majesty, but yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, the nose. So I knew about him because of my old housemate. My housemate in the last house, he said he's really into his whiskies as well. And he told me about this bottle of whiskey that his brother got him, which was basically, it was kind of last known to be transported from, I don't know, across the Atlantic or something like that, but then the ship basically got lost, and then it got stuck in Antarctica or something like that, and or maybe it's the other way around, maybe it was the Arctics, but anyway, it got stranded, and so the boat was eventually lost. So the last shipment of this whiskey was completely gone, but years later they found the ship, they found the boat, and they uncovered the whiskey. So obviously those are super expensive, but they basically got the nose to sample like a glass of it, and he could tell precisely what ingredient was used and what kind of wood was used in the kegs, and order things to recreate the formula for the whiskey. and so they made another batch of the whiskies, and my friend's brother got him one of the bottles. There was a reproduction of that whiskey basically. So, and he told me the story about the nose. So I ended up looking up the nose on YouTube, and he's just fantastic because he talked about how you're supposed to nose whiskies, and he basically showed you what not to do. He said, what was it? If you you're supposed to hold a glass in a certain way, but he kind of said if you nose it like a certain way by sticking your nose into the. Actually, I can't remember what he did. It's either holding the glass wrong or nosing it wrong. He said he'll kill you basically. And he always does this thing where he's doing demonstrations on TV shows or stuff like that. He would talk about what to do, and he'll just chuck it away. Because basically he said, you pour a bit of whiskey in, kind of rinse it around swirl it around the glass, and then he throws it away, and it always chucks it behind him. And of course, on stage, on TV, they're not really expecting that, so you just end up like with a splotch of whiskey on the floor. So 19 down is rarest. Let's see, 19 down, most prized. I did think it was rare something, so rarest does make sense. Cool. So what's this then? Is it area? Area? I don't know why, but it seems like a word. So part of famous subtype. 11 down, any ideas? Day of Destiny. It is. I don't know why. It's Idis. What the hell is Idis? If that's how you spell it. Idis definition. It's the 15th day of March, May, July, blah blah blah. So, okay, don't know why. So, start in the middle. That's radius, radii. Is it radii? Yeah. So that's literally just fine. How does that make sense? Fruit used in English jelly that starts with an S. What fruit starts with an S? I can't think of a fruit that starts with an S. So, what the hell? Also, I said I was going to allow us 20 minutes, and we've gone way over now with 30 minutes. So, maybe we should come back to this tomorrow. I don't know. Eyes, 35 across. Slippery one. Oh, good point. How did I not think of that? But fear not, I think 55 across. No, hold on. There's something else that's slippery. Where is it? I'm sure there was another clue that's about slipperiness. Oh, we've already placed it. 60, 65. So, what the hell could be a slippery one? I guess slippery one implies like someone who's slippery, maybe, rather than a slippery surface. Ooh, is Exodus the one with Moses in it? Is it when Moses crosses the Red Sea? Because maybe it's a character in that. So maybe it's an Egyptian name. Be interesting to know. But yeah, I think maybe I missed it. But did you try subtitles 34 down? Oh, sorry. Did you give me a word? Sorry. Oh, you mean the word down? I thought. Oh, sorry. Bad feeling. Ah, it's not, unfortunately. Sorry about that, subtitles. Sabbath. Sabbath sounds like a good one, actually. Oops, subject. Very nice. So, bad feeling is starting with an H. Yeah, sorry about that, Subtitles, because I read 39 down, and I just, like, in my head, I was just thinking 39 down. I thought you meant, when I was asking what something is, that you meant 39 down to put that word. So, bad feeling. Starting with an H. Bad feeling. I have no idea. 28 down. Oh boy. Yippee, oh boy. Oh, that's weird. Oh, yippee. Because I was thinking like yippee-ki-yay. So. So, this feels like it's going to be an N for one. Oh, guess not. Because that feels like a word there, possibly two words, and then another word, and then another word, but I guess not. Oh, secrets. So something to secrets. Oh. What else can it be? Secret. Oh, swan to secrecy. Swan to secrecy. There we go. Nice. Oh, pardon me. Didn't get a chance to mute before I got there just before you cut it rice, but wouldn't have gotten it without you guys anyway. So, so gets to. Thank you. It can't be iris, can it? I don't know if that makes any sense. So envoy, I guess. Poetic coda. That's the new word. Oh, guess not. Can we put anything? Stacks of paper. Stack? No, stack of paper. Of course it's stack. Well, I never. Irks. Gets to. Ah. And vowel. So, what could this be? The role for title role for Valentino? Is it? Oh, not quite. I don't even know who Valentino is. So, slippery one with an L at the end. Fruit starting with S. Come on. "14 fruits that starts with an S. We just need to find one that is 4 letters in length and it's in, what is it, British English jelly. So none of them. None of them is 4 letters. And we don't use star fruit, so what the hell? Malafise. Let's check that. That is correct indeed. Amazing. Check you out in your Latin, or whatever the language is. Rest stop site. Stop. You think so? Oh, star fruit. But I don't recall ever using star fruit in our jelly. So, no, it's not. Such a weird little clue. So, Oh, we should look at these down as well. So 1 second. I just had to blow my nose. So lift up, elate. No, I don't think that worked. Oh, it is right. Yay! So singer-songwriter Leonard C something. Sophomores, I guess. Year. So what have we got here? What the hell is that? What even is that? Slow or slowy? Thank you, Subtitles, but I'm just not getting what. Oh, it's a type of berry. Okay. Oh, is it like a category of fruit? Maybe that's what it is. Aha! Can't fool me. Leonard Cohen. And Daisy Light Flower. I'm feeling confident that those are correct. Yep, they are indeed. But a flower that's daisy-like that ends with T-E-R. I'm afraid I don't know my flowers. I dislike when people give me flowers as well because I just feel like it's you know, just killing some plant to make your house smell in a few days' time. So just cruel, really. Speaking of, we need to check on our wildflower seeds by the window because I love it when things grow. I just think life is just such an interesting thing. Harnesses, maybe it's uses? No, that doesn't work. Yeah, I feel like this may be a good place to take a break, unless we can make some real progress. So, 44 across. Asta. Never heard of it. Let's have a look. Asta. Oh, so they're like purple little daisies. That is really cute. Ropes for 66 across. Harnesses. Ropes. Not quite. But I think harnesses, I feel like this is a verb. As in, yeah. Like using rather than, I don't know. Tranquil. What's tapping? What is it? Tapping at is. Ooh, it looks disgusting. Is it chocolate? Oh, is it olive? Uh, 48 down. Out of tune. Off key. Oh, that's a good call. Off key. Very good. So this feels like an L. Yes. So told you when, maybe? Or then. Hard case. Shall. Shall is a hard case. Unoccupied. Free. So bearish. Ooh, kill you. That's violent. I'll have to kill you. Oh, thank you, Subties. Oh, I would have to. So if I told you, then I'll have to kill you. Yeah, that may be really useful actually, because I hadn't gone back to that puzzle, but I've lost it now. I lost all my progress because it's yeah, that website doesn't actually kind of what do you call it? That website doesn't save your progress, so I was really sad when I had to restart my PC and then everything was gone. So I've kind of lost my motivation to go back, but I'll have to go back to it at some point. I'll probably just like re-pencil marking all the things to where I got to. But I really would like to be able to solve it myself because I just feel I'm missing something really obvious to do with something. But if you can give me some sort of a hint without completely giving away what I have to do, then that may be really useful. So 50 down, sorry, 50 across, play, leeway, play. So 42 down, peas. Oh, at peas, yeah. I knew peas was something there, but when I saw a piece, I was like, what? But so where's sheaf? Sheaf, 26 down, sheaf, stack of papers. Never heard of that. So slippery one, maybe gel? Although, what would that be then? Rest up site. Title role. I don't think that's gel, but... Oh, eel. Eels is a slippery one. So, because you've got the... Yeah. So rest up site. I don't know what. That feels like an acronym for something. This feels like Shrek, but no, that doesn't look right. Confidant. Semi. Oh, so there is an S. So what is this then? It can't be an R. No. I? Envoy, but with an I? Envoy with an I. Stupid foreign languages. Ablaze for 37 across. Where away? Ah. Yeah, because they spark, don't they? Scammer skill with a Z at the end. Oh, a blade. Okay, in that case, I don't know. Not a D. So, oh, not a Z either. So, let's see. Where away as a metallic surface? E F G H I J K L. I find it really hard to read vertically. L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. I don't know. I don't know what that could be. Yeah, we got the check thing for Valentino earlier. Scammer skill. Sleight of hand. Not too sure. Come on, we're so close. Still got nowhere up here though. Altered in a way. Bearded. Ablate. Okay, let's check that. Is this allobyte or something like that? No, that doesn't. Oh, deceit. That makes so much more sense than my guess. So, confidant. Is this going to be chum, as in friend? Legislature. Icelandic volume. I'm guessing this is something to do with a book. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. We're so far apart, and I think Twitch basically doesn't prioritize low volume streamers like me, and so yeah, you get lots of delays, unfortunately. Rocky Peak. Top? No, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. It's TO something. Buck for a song. Onesies? No. I don't know. What's this? Bearish. What does that even mean, bearish? Bearish resembles a bear. Certain qualifications. With an F in the middle. Like the sun. Earth sign for 49 down. I have no idea what that means, so I'm going to look it up and promptly forget it in 10 minutes time. Probably less. Definition is of all relating to a bear or bear family. Well, that's very specific. So, buck for a song. Is it like an omen or something? No. Oh, ovens? I don't know. I don't get this. I don't get any of these. This can't be a BFS. No. Man, I gotta read chat before sending mine. 49 down ends with ish. Oh no. Homer. Oh, we've got an O now. This is going to be a state, isn't it? So, what state has 4 letters with an O in the middle? Home of Private Ryan in Saving Private Ryan. I only know Ohio and Utah that are 4 letters. So, states in America. Opens for 64 across. Opens. Owens. So, Iowa. There we go. So now, what would this be? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I don't understand any of them that will make it like the sun. I'm probably going to hit myself if you give me the answer and I suddenly get it. Raid. Yep. That is annoying. So that does make sense. Because sun rays and stuff like that. So, what are these? What are these going to be? We are so stuck. Icelandic volume. Is it going to be musical volume, or is it going to be a book volume that's kind of famous from Iceland? Confidant. I want to put chum in just to see. Don't think it's right. Oh, it is right. So chums, your friends. So harnesses. Bring out. Oh wow, the chat is really behind in that case. So I did it, and then yeah, probably took like 10 or 20 seconds later before your chat came through, so apologies. I'm glad I don't have a webcam, because I just have to stretch myself. But yeah, chum doesn't really offer me 63 across. Is idus. Ooh, I've not known that word. Thank you again, Subties. You always come out with the best words. So, idus. To bring something out, of course. And that leaves us with Edda. And harnesses. Tames, I guess. And diet is a legislature. Come on, that must be right. Yes. So you tame the power of something and therefore harnesses it. Or you harness a whore by taming it. You tame a horse and you harness it at the same time, maybe, I guess. I don't know. So we're just left with these now. Bearer of cones. What bear cones? What the hell? What can it be? Bearer of cones. How with this team we could do this on a somewhat doubtful that we're gonna get a Friday puzzle sometime. It might take us like a whole week to do a Friday puzzle. Although to be fair, that's not true. Okay, I just looked it up, and I hate the answer. 8 down, die, alter. Oh, in a way, so it's not kind of classic altering. You alter the color. So does that help us at all? Bearded. I just don't get these at all. Maybe tragic. Part of a famous subtype. And it's not ivy. Bearded. Things I know what the first letter is now, because I looked up the bearer of cones, but I still can't get what this is. But if I have to guess, would you think that since it's past tense, that it's going to have to be an E? So, what could this be if it's an E? So, oh, envy. Because subtep is, I thought subtep is 9 because September, but it's actually 7, so it's the 7 deadly sins. And envy is one of the 7 deadly sins. Ah, Elaine, you came in just in time as well, so. Irony. It may be tragic. So now, can you guys guess what these two are? Because I know what it is, because I looked it up. but I'm still annoyed with the answer because it still doesn't make sense to me for bearded. To be fair, I think you guys both kind of got in there at the same time. I wasn't even looking at it, even though I knew the first letter, which meant I knew the answer because we put in envy. So it is indeed fur, however you pronounce it, but I don't understand how faced it is the same as bearded. What does that mean? Faced and bearded. F in chat. Yep, definitely F in chat, because I did not enjoy that answer at all. I did not enjoy that answer. But thank you for all your help. I don't think I could even I think you saw how far I got at the start. I got three words. I got lamp, puma, and sea, and that was it. So I did get soda later on, but not without a CBS. Yeah, I think I was no help at all. Oh, this one is Asia. I didn't even... Part of a famous subtab. Again, subtab is 7, not 9. That's really important because I don't really know that. Yeah. That would have made so much more sense. So thank you again, guys, for hanging out. So I'm going to export this to YouTube now. So anyone watching on YouTube, leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and all that jazz. Leave a comment below. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do any of that. Just kind of watch my video, I guess, and take what you can from it. It's community crossword. It is, yes, it's crowdsourced crossword. So, yeah, co-op crossword. So with that, I am going to go and play some Hades and try and get the last fated choice thing on my list. And I shall see you guys later. Hopefully I'll be free tonight to play some Borderlands, but can't promise anything. I think with this being my last week, everything is a bit kind of just springing up randomly. So yeah, smash that like button. I was talking to my friend last night about when I did the unboxing. I'm doing air quotations, but you can't see me. I did the unboxing video for my laptop the other week, and I tried to pretend to be a YouTuber, and when I was telling that to my friend immediately very clumsily said, "Is it smash that like button?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that," and hit that notification bell. That's how I remembered it. So anyway, I shall catch you guys later. Love you all. Bye.